Hello Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Victoria at Radiant Moon Tarot, and this is your weekly reading for October 18th through 24th, 2021. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. So let's get right into your reading. We do have a full moon in Aries on the 20th, thank you, of October. And this brings a lot of fiery energy, excuse me, maybe a little bit of a combative energy to some people as well. All right, but ultimately this gives you the drive, determination, motivation, and the energy that you may have been lacking recently. So this gives you, it's a perfect time to finish projects, wrap things up. It's also a time to release things. The full moons are quite often about completion and also about release. So there may be a situation in your present or your past that you need to release. It's not healthy for you. It's not meant for you anymore. It's also about making personal change, right? Releasing any kind of toxic or negative people, situations, or behaviors that are holding you back or that you are working through or working on. And this also gives you the energy and the ability to surrender to the universe, especially if you are on a manifestation journey. So surrender your manifestations to the universe and trust that your needs are being met in exactly the right place, the right time, and the right opportunity. So we have the gnome spirit coming out for you guys. And this is bringing you protection. All right, the gnome is a very magical creature, very much connected with the earth, right? Very mystical, very magical. And so this is really all about getting your hands dirty, getting to the root of the problem, getting to the core issues at hand. It is about finding resolutions and moving forward, overcoming your obstacles. And the gnome is coming out here to help protect you, keep you grounded, keep you down to earth, but also help you dig out things that have been kept buried, find those solutions, right? Sometimes we can't see the forest through the trees, so the gnome spirit is helping you here. Now, another message with the gnome, because it's very much connected with earth, some of you may have some dealings with nature, with the earth this week. Okay, and we'll keep it on a little bit of a practical level there. You may be doing some landscaping. You may be just making decisions to let's say beautify your environment, right? Maybe you're filling your house with some plants and getting some fresh air, right? Bringing the outdoors in even, right? So you may be doing something like that, but you may also be considering a career change as well, something that does involve nature or the earth in some way. So very interesting, very positive energy that comes out with that gnome. And, this is, again, very magical. That's helping you along your journey. So you may also have some secret that may be revealed to you in the week ahead when we get that. I'm sorry if you hear some grunting in the background. That is my dog. She is right there. I don't think you probably can't see her. You might see a tip of her ear. Anyway, she's kind of a little bit old and she's kind of grunty and she likes hanging around my table. So she's awake right now and she's going like grunt, grunt, grunt. Anyway, so we have Uriel and the Sphinx coming out here. Now, this is card number 21, so it actually does relate to the World card and also about completion of cycles. And we do actually have a full moon that's right in the background there. So this is all about getting some spiritual information. The Oracle is here. It's about digging yourself out and revealing something. And it's really interesting that we actually have two cards where something may be revealed. So this can be a situation that you are just battening down the hatches and you are finding solutions and opportunities that had previously been hidden for you, okay, or hidden from you. Okay, this can be somebody has something to tell you, something to get off their chest, get out in the open. If you're in a relationship or something, maybe someone's going to tell you their true feelings or something, okay? Because the Sphinx, part of the message behind that particular card is the Sphinx has been dug out of the sands many times, right? Very old, very ancient, and continuously gets buried in sand and then always gets unburied not at the same time, eventually does get unburied again, right? Unearthed if you will. So the message there is, even if you feel as though you are trapped, you are buried, as though you can't see your way forward, right? In darkness, okay, there is always light at the end of that tunnel. And sometimes there may be some missing information that you need to move yourself forward, okay, or to get yourself through a problem or a project. And this is coming towards you. So Archangel Uriel is here to help you in your week ahead. All right. And, you might also just be doing, especially with the full moon that we've got going on, you might actually be doing some inner work as well, some spiritual growth, maybe some healing, especially with the moons, right, is where we find that completion and where we can finally detach from things and let things go. But when we've got this particular card, Uriel and the Sphinx, be on the lookout for connections in the week ahead. And this can be an accidental conversation with somebody in the coffee shop. And they may just, chat with you or something. And during the course of that seemingly innocent conversation, they may have some accidental wisdom for you. There could be someone new coming into your life that is part of your life's purpose, your life's journey, in a very important relationship. Someone that can be part of your business world, part of your career path, part of your personal life, a new friend, maybe even a romantic partner. All right, but somebody who is sent to you for a reason, for a purpose. So be on the lookout for that. So interesting because, like I said, there's, part of the message with this one is revealing something. Something comes out in the open. Something that was hidden is revealed. This one here as well. There may just be a facet of you, okay, but there's mysteries involved with that also. So it'll be really interesting to see how your week progresses. So we'll start out here. We've got the 3 of materials. We have the 8 of voices. There's your moon card. It's your moon energy. So I think this moon is actually really important for you, whether you do work with the moon or not. You may be feeling a little bit emotional. You may feel as though you need to pursue something. Okay, you may be even facing your fears. Fears come to light with the moon card, and the 8 of swords, which is the 8 of voices here, is quite often about being afraid or trapped in fear. It's usually of our own doing. All right, so there may be something that's revealed there. Interesting. Advice from Spirit. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the 2 of Inspiration coming there as blessings headed your way. The energy at the bottom of your deck, underlying influence for your week ahead, is the 9 of Emotions, which is the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment, contentment, joy, feeling good, feeling secure, feeling happy, following your heart, and living your ultimate best life. So this is influencing you. This is the underlying energy, the underbelly. So you may not necessarily 100% realize that this energy is working for you behind the scenes. All right. If you think of like a movie set or something like that, right? Sure, there's magic in front of the screen and whatever, and that's what you see, but there's tons of things going on behind the scenes. And so that is what is happening. The universe is busy, busy, busy trying to help bring you calm peace, trying to bring you some magical energy to make your dreams come true. And of course, we do have a Wheel of Fortune coming out here for you as well. So there may be some surprises headed your way. This is really intriguing. Okay, very, very intriguing. The moon, of course, is emotional energy, right? It's your subconscious. And, with the Wheel of Fortune, your wish fulfillment. And of course, we do have possibly someone new coming into your life with your Uriel and the Sphinx, someone revealing something. I don't know. I think at least someone out there has a secret admirer or something, or you've been trying to manifest the right connections into your life. Or even just the right opportunities, but there could certainly be a new romance coming in here or an improvement in a relationship in some way. So interesting. So something that you've been really hoping for, something you've got your heart set on that will ultimately make you very happy. And the Wheel of Fortune, of course, surprises, fast moving energy. So very interesting. So first out in the beginning of the week here, we've got the 3 of materials, the 3 of pentacles energy, and this is first and foremost teamwork and collaboration. So you might be partnering up with some people. You might be working on a project. Okay, maybe you've got a business partnership, a business endeavor, something that you've been working on for a while, and You might be something that you are contemplating. Maybe it's a dream that you're looking to follow, because the moon represents dreams as well. The Eight of Voices, a little bit of fear there. Three of Materials. You may actually have some sort of opportunity to go into business partnership with a couple of different people. Maybe it's a couple of friends. Maybe something that you've been doing in your home for a while, okay? Or it's just some new adventure, some new endeavor, and there's a little bit of doubt or insecurity there. Can this really work? Can I work with these people? Is this something that I can quit my job eventually and just do this full time? Is this really what I want, right? And so the moon is bringing you some creativity. It's also bringing up some fears, but it's also bringing your dreams to fruition as well. So always contemplate and always do your homework and your research. But this may actually be, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Cups, this may just be something that the doctor ordered. This just might be your time to shine. So you may just have the right people coming at the right place at the right time with the right opportunity for you. But others, with the Three of Pentacles here, you might just be working with other people in other ways. All right, so to something in your material world, your money, your work, your career, even something in your home. And you might be, again, beautifying your surroundings maybe, okay? But the Three of Materials can also sometimes highlight the need to learn something, and teaching and learning. So there could be a situation there where you are actually imparting your knowledge and wisdom to other people. Perhaps you're taking a leadership role in some area, okay? Or you could be actually learning something from someone else. Whether you're going to a class or something, you could even be going to, because sometimes the Three of Pentacles is like about like counseling or something like that. Sometimes like couples counseling or family counseling or something. But it can also just be like maybe attending a class, all right? Because it can be about that learning situation there, or leadership. So, so again, but other people are very much a part of that. Okay, so learning, growing, developing, building something, all right, and something tangible, and something that can really lead you on the path to success, but overwhelmingly positive, especially since that is in the upright there. So the Eight of Voices, the Eight of Swords, is here in the middle of the week. There's some doubts and some insecurities here. Now, this could also just be that you have been working on something for a while with somebody, some situation that involves other people, and you hit a little bit of a bump in the road. And, you can't necessarily see the forest through the trees. You can't see the answers. The Eight of Swords, which is what this is, the Eight of Swords is quite often a self-imposed restriction. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, and we prevent ourselves from making decisions on something because we overthink something, we overanalyze it, or we're just a little bit hesitant, or we're not sure if it's the right thing, and we're not willing to take a chance, or we don't believe in ourselves, any of those things. All right. It can also sometimes be that we're overthinking a situation, and sometimes the saying, you can't see the forest through the trees, which means you're too close to the problem, right? You're too close to the problem, and you're not seeing alternate opportunities, alternate possibilities, or alternate sorry for the grunt, it's my dog, or alternate ways forward. All right, so there is a need there always with that Eight of Swords to take a little bit of a step back, sometimes face our fears, do something that we're afraid of, okay? Because sometimes we're afraid of failure, but sometimes we're also afraid of success. Okay, so we need to follow our intuition, follow our heart, and ultimately believe that we can accomplish what we are setting out to accomplish, right? And then sometimes, it could be that little voice in the back of your head going, you know what? No, this is a little bit of a pay cut for you if you're thinking of opening your own business with a couple other people. What if you don't get along, right? Three's a crowd, and you may have to let go of a safety net, and that might scare the pants off of you. Okay, especially if there's something where you have been, You either have an opportunity to work with other people, right? Again, maybe like turn a home-based business into something full-time, right? But maybe you need some financial backers, or maybe you bring to the table some skills and abilities, and someone else brings in, their own piece of the pie. And but you may need to let go of a safety net in order to move forward, and that can be scary, right? And but this just might be the right time. And so trust that intuition of yours to see your way forward. The Eight of Voices, sometimes we also put the blinders on. We refuse to see something, okay? And we might not know that we're refusing to see something. Sometimes it can be some stubbornness. Sometimes we have an idea in our head and we don't want to let go of that idea. And so it keeps us blindfolded, right? Because we can't see other opportunities. We can't see our way forward. And the moon highlights that sometimes too, because it's all about your subconscious, about your feelings coming to the surface, okay? Something hidden coming to light. It's also about truths revealed as well. And it's also about facing your fears, right? Facing your fears and doing it anyway. All right. So the Eight of Voices, fears. The moon can bring up some deep-rooted fears that we've got. And again, sometimes we're afraid of putting all our eggs in one basket. We're afraid of, getting rid of our safety net, of doing something unknown, right? We don't know the outcome. We don't know exactly what we're doing. And we know that maybe we need to take some steps forward, but it's like, but what ifs, right? The Eight of Voices is all these voices in your head going, what if this, what if this, what if this, what if this happens, what if this happens, well, what if this doesn't work out, well, what if this happens, oh my God, where are we going to go, what are we going to do, where are we going to move forward? So all of those voices spinning around in your head, right, keep you kind of trapped. Okay, so the moon helps those come to light. All right, any of those fears, doubts, worries, insecurities, okay, truths revealed, truths come to light. Your true feelings about something as well. All right, and it's all about coming from the depths, coming from the shadows into the light. So the moon is a very emotional card also. All right, and when we have that Uriel and the Sphinx, okay, I think I said a little bit earlier that some of you might be doing some inner work. So there may be something that you are working on internally. It could have been a past situation, maybe some past relationships gone bad or something, or some past business, business opportunity that went sideways or something. And now maybe you have, you're having to work together with other people again. And you're like, well, it didn't work out so well last time. I ended up doing all the work, and so that may just be like, oh God, I don't want to do it. Right. Or, I don't know. I kind of want to do something, but I'm a little bit freaked out by it. Right. So the moon brings all of that bubbling to the surface. Okay. But the moon as well is about manifestation, about a manifestation journey. And this is really showing how powerful and strong this full moon is for you. All right. And we can't ignore it. We are made up mostly of water. And if you've ever been to the beach, been to the ocean during like a big full moon or a super moon, right, you will see the effect that moon has on the tides, right? And I've lived near the ocean my entire life, right? And, I take my dog to the beach and stuff like that. Believe me, it's not a tropical, hot, sunny beach, okay? It's rocky and filled with barnacles and mussels and things like that. But anyway, but I love the ocean, and, you can see the tide and how it's affected in the full moon cycles, especially super moons. So we are very affected by the moon energy, okay, and by the pull of that moon. So this moon in Aries, okay, giving you the drive, determination, the confidence that you may have been missing, all right, to overcome any kind of fears or worries, any self-imposed restriction that we put on ourselves. We're bringing it to the surface, we're examining it, we're figuring out why, okay, and then we're letting things go, and we're, trying to detach, make better choices, trying to move forward, right? Always about moving forward. And, someone said to me something interesting. I used to ride a motorcycle. I don't have one anymore, but anyways, I love riding. It's great. But someone said, do you know why there's no reverse on a motorcycle? And I'm thinking, okay, this is probably like a trick question or something like that. So anyways, I'm like, well, I don't know, you can just push it backwards. You don't need a reverse gear. And anyways, no, because if you think about, riding on a motorcycle, right? I mean, sure, some people like race and speed. I had a cruiser, so a little bit more like riding in an armchair. But you get the wind through your hair, you get the smells that come up, and it's like, it's freedom. And, this guy said, he goes, the reason that there's no reverse on a motorcycle is because life isn't meant to be lived backwards. It's only meant to be lived forwards, and enjoying the moment and looking forward to the road ahead. So that was really interesting. I'm like, that's really interesting. And I forgot about it for years and years. And for some reason that popped into my head this morning. So anyways, that was kind of odd. But anyway, so it was really interesting kind of analogy. Life is meant to move forward. And so that moon is perhaps helping you to overcome any challenges that may be in your life, past, present, anything like that, to help you move forward. Interesting. Pisces energy there, by the way, with the moon. Advice from Spirit, the Wheel of Fortune. Trust that you're on the right path, and trust that there are great things on your horizon, and trust that when you put your time and energy into something, the Wheel of Fortune is here as to show you that there's a new cycle that's opening up for you, and you have a lot of great things going for you. You have the ability to tap into this energy to build the life of your dreams, to manifest your dreams into reality, and to be successful in your endeavors. But you need to make sure, because the wheel can turn either way. The wheel can turn backwards, we don't want it doing that, or it can turn forwards, something very positive, something very auspicious for you. And it's through our own thoughts, our own feelings, and our own vibration that we keep this wheel turning in the direction that we want it to turn. So, worries, fears, doubts, overanalyzing, overthinking, thinking that we're never going to succeed, that we're always going to be stuck. No. That gets that wheel going backwards. We don't want that. We always want to move forwards. So even if you do have those moments of insecurity, of doubt, that's okay. Just be mindful of your thoughts and your feelings, right? Your thoughts with the 8 of voices, your feelings, those 9 of emotions, the 9 of cups, right? And just be mindful. We're human, and we do have those low vibrational energies, right? We do have those worries, fears, doubts. We do get impatient. We do get over analytical. We do get ourselves a little bit stuck sometimes. And it's all about being mindful. When we catch ourselves spiraling down that path, we just need to stop. We need to center ourselves, be mindful of our thoughts and feelings. Maybe even think, why was I thinking that way? What was I just thinking? Why did that pop into my head? And then, just kind of examine that for a second, and then go, yeah, no, off with you. Goodbye. And then refocus, regroup, and move back forward. All right. You're not going to get that wheel turning backwards in a split second necessarily. Okay. It takes a little bit of time, and it builds momentum. So we want to keep that momentum moving forward, because this is the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Destiny. Fate plays a role, plays a hand. Pay attention to signs, symbols, and synchronicities in your life. Okay, and we do actually have 2 9s. The moon is card number 18, but of course that reduces down into a 9, hermit energy. And the 9s actually are an indication that you are actually where you're meant to be. You're fulfilling your journey. You're fulfilling your soul's purpose. You don't always realize it every single day, because sometimes we go down paths unknown, or we think that we've taken some sort of detour. Those detours are meant there for a reason. So wherever you are in the here and now, it's where you're meant to be. And you have the ability to continue to move forward. If you don't like where you are, then take the steps that you need to change that. If you have a challenge that you're dealing with, the 8 of voices represents a bit of a challenge. Okay, if you have a challenge that you're dealing with, take a step back, right? Take a step back and just be mindful of your situation and think of alternate opportunities, alternate things, because sometimes, again, that 8 of swords, we may have the blinders on something. There's something that we either can't see or that we don't want to see. So that moon is bringing it all up to the surface. Okay, but the Wheel of Fortune, very, very positive energy. It's the time to create. We actually also have 2 threes coming out because we do have 21, which is relating to the World card, right? Wrapping things up. Okay, also brings in success. Okay, but the 3 of materials as well. 21 reduces to a 3. So we've got number 33, and that's master teacher number. Okay, and the master teacher number actually shows a spiritual ascension. Okay, and that you may actually be here to teach other people. Remember the 3 of materials, 3 of Pentacles has said that you could either be learning something, seeking out some higher wisdom knowledge, but you could actually also be taking that role on yourself and teaching people or guiding people forward on something. It can be something day-to-day, mundane, some project that you've got going on at work or at home or something, some creative endeavor maybe, all right? Or it can be something a little bit more spiritual, a little bit more higher plane, shall we say, all right? But so we do have number 33. So go look up 99 and 33, and there will be some additional messages there for you, all right? Blessings headed your way. We've got the 2 of inspiration. This is the 2 of wands. The blessing is being able to see your future clearly, to set your intention and trust that things are going to work out for you. The doors are opening for you, right? We've got all these, kind of this void here, and then this portal, this door is open, right? This person is sitting there with a telescope. She can see her future clearly. All right. It's like, yes, I have the gift of foresight. I have the gift of being able to make a plan. I have the gift of being able to see what I want out of my life, or what my end goal is. I might not know all the steps that I need to take to get there, but I see the finish line. I know what that is. So your blessing is a little bit of clarity, being able to put a good plan together. All right. Set your intentions even. Okay, and that's the energy coming in, and depending on how you are with the full moon, some people do use the full moon energy to set intentions for manifestation, but others, it's more like finishing up where you are now, getting rid of anything that's going to hold you back, fears, worries, doubts, insecurities, all those things, okay, and then the next couple of weeks, figuring out what your goal is. What is your wish? What are you hoping for? What makes you feel happy, content, fulfilled? All right, and preparing to set your intentions or even take action in the future. Okay, so it's that gift of foresight, of clarity, and again, planning. But then the ability to put your plans into action as well. Okay, so, and you know what? Actually, it's really important. The 2 of Wands energy here is putting a plan together, okay? Because if you do have some sort of project or endeavor, some partnership even, okay, you might actually need to get all your ducks in a row before you can move forward. The 8 of Voices can be that you're unsure of what direction to take. And the moon kind of illuminates things in your path, right? The moon can also be about illusions as well. Okay, so, again, there might be something there that comes to the surface, something that you've been ignoring for a while, and that's where it comes to the surface, right? Truths come to light, right? So if you've been living in a bit of a fantasy world, okay, then, this is either taking the steps you need to put your fantasies into reality, okay, or just to bring in a little bit more of a realistic energy as well. So let's close out your reading with a Moonology card. And what do we have? We've got Show the World the Real You, full moon in Aquarius. So there may have been a cycle that started with the full moon in Aquarius back in August. We had 2 of them, one at the end of July, one at the end of August. We had a astrological blue moon, if you will, 2 full moons in a row in the same sign. So there may have been something that started around the time of the full moons in Aquarius, okay, or for others of you, there's something that will wrap up and come to completion the next full moon that we have in Aquarius. All right, but show the world the real you means to don't hide, dance to the beat of your own drum. You have a lot of skills, a lot of talents, a lot of abilities, and don't be afraid to dance to the beat of your own drum. Are you in a situation, the 8 of Voices, right, where you feel constricted or restricted in some way, right? maybe you need to do something a little bit different. Okay, and it could be something as relatively simple as being in a workplace where you have to put on a mask, where you have to put on a face, maybe you have to conform, right? And you're just not necessarily all that comfortable. So you might be thinking of making some sort of change in that regard. It can even be something in your home life, right? Are you somewhere where you can't be yourself, where it's not necessarily, where maybe you might even be afraid of being yourself and being respected for who you are. So you either, you know what, dance to the beat of your own drum, right? Show the people the real you. And if you're not in a situation where you can be yourself and comfortable in your own skin and accepted for who you are, then it may be that change that you might be looking to make, right? That situation that you might be looking to release. And this Two of Inspiration, the Two of Wands, allows you to see clearly. So I'm going to leave that there for you. All right, my dog has started snoring on the other side of the table. But anyways, I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something in this reading that resonated for you in some way. If there was, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.